Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We're on the road to 100K. I know we gonna do it. I have faith. It ain't no doubt in my mind. Let's go. Let's get it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Holla at your boy. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell them what we doing over here. Positive energy. Trying to save these young kings and queens. This story right here, I don't even think my little brother know about this story, man. Shout out to Josiah, Graham, Esquire. Me and him been corresponding lately, so, you know, I wanted to do this story because just thinking about him made me think about some of the cats I met from Miami while I was locked up. And two dudes come to mind. I think I've spoke about one of them on this platform before. But, you know, I don't know how many people been rocking with me the whole time. I don't know how many people remember this. It wasn't a whole story about this cat right here. So, you know, I'm going to reiterate these things that I talked about. But I can remember meeting a couple of dudes from Miami, man. A whole lot of them, as a matter of fact. At least in the double digits. But the two I'm going to speak about today in particular is crazy because I remember when I was on Nottoway. I think it was 98 or 99. And I was on Nottoway. I had got moved to a whole nother block. So when I get moved to a whole nother block, they put me in the cell by myself. So I'm in the cell by myself. And as I've told y'all many times, you'll never know what you're going to get when you're in the cell by yourself. You never know who coming up in there. You may get, you know, Cold Clown or Bama, you may get a cool dude, but that's very rare. So, you know, I'm laid in there maybe about 4 or 5 days, and they bring this dude in there. They tell me, they call me to the booth and let me know I got a cell partner coming. So I'm like, oh, man, where you coming from? They said, we coming from SAG. So I'm like, okay. So, you know, he comes in there later on, probably about an hour or two later. Great, big old young boy, man. I'm talking about big, probably about 240, 250, big old young dude, black as a car tire. You know what I'm saying? Dark skin, black as a car tire, big young and muscles everywhere. You know, he says his name Miami. They call him Miami. Usually when you're in prison, man, especially if you're in Virginia, if you're from another state, a lot of dudes, they don't even tell you their name. They just take on the state name. You know, my name Kansas City, my name New Orleans, my name New Jersey, or my name Miami. So on and so forth. So, you know, he said his name was Miami. He was an alright dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I looked at him in his look versus he was young. He was younger than me. So his look versus the way he acted when he was in the cell was cool. You know, he asked me for advice. We talked. We chopped it up. He was an alright dude. But he loved to gamble. He loved to gamble. And he loved to play that poker. And he ain't always had the money. So, you know, he will, you know, pump them things, though. He'll fight. He'll fight in a second. You know, and like I say, he was big, so he could rumble. And, you know, it seems like a lot of times you get dudes in the cell like that with me, and they find out I box or whatnot, and, you know, they got a good little squabble game, good little fight game, but they ain't really got no boxing skills. They'll be like, man, teach me something, man. Show me how to do this, or, you know, show me how to throw a punch or slip a punch or, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, if he cool with me and he alright and, you know, in the cell or whatnot, you know, I work with him a little bit. And you know, I used to work with him a little bit. And I used to always remember thinking to myself, you know, I don't know how much I want to teach this dude, man, because he already big. He's super strong. He aggressive. And I know that he has the capability of really, really hurting somebody, you know, viciously. And, yeah, he has the capability of hurting somebody viciously. But like I say, he was alright, so we used to sit in there, laugh. We, you know, made up little meals together. You know, I put put that pure deliciousness on him, you know, he got addicted, whatever. So, you know, we used to meal up, talk, kick it and everything. He tell me stuff about Miami. Little did I know I ever be going to Miami. Thanks to my brother Josiah Graham, I experienced that. But he used to tell me things about Miami, growing up in Miami. You know, he came over here in Virginia, got caught up like a lot of us, and, you know, got a charge and got stuck in the system. So, he used to get in them little poker games, man, and he'd be losing, and every now and then he wouldn't have the money. So, you know, he'd talk aggressive and put a little shake up on the dudes and let them know, look, I'm going to pay you, man, what store they come, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes he may try to gamble until then, you know, on credit, and then hoping that he'll win it all back before store day and he ain't got to pay nobody enough. Then if he win, he'll quit. You know what I'm saying? So dudes would be mad and everything because, you know, like I say, they knew what he was doing. But at the same time, they was a little leery of him. They were scared to not let him get in the game. They were scared to tell him he couldn't play because they felt like he was going, put the mitts on him or do some crazy stuff or just, you know, break the game up. So they let him play knowing that he really ain't had that type of money to be really playing no poker. And he getting in the game every day. So he goes and gets in the game, man, and he get to losing and losing and losing. You know, I ain't gonna loan you no money for no gambling. I can tell you that right now, because I'm not gonna support your habit. Straight up, I'm just not gonna do that. You're a grown man. You know what you're getting into. I'm not gonna support you habit, you know, of gambling or drugs or whatever the case may be. Now, if you ain't got nothing and you need something, and I rock with you, then I'm gonna look out for you. But if you gambling or doing some other stuff, man, some extracurricular activities, I'm not gonna support that. I'm not gonna give you my money to go, you know, throw it away on this, that, or the third. So, you know, he used to be getting stuck sometime, man. But like I say, he used his mouth, his size, his aggressiveness to keep them dudes up off of him. So I can remember one day, man, he had got in the game that night, and he goes to get in the game. Now I know, cause I'm in the cell with him. Before he even go get in the game, he ain't got no money. He ain't got nothing in the cell. He might got about $5 up in that joint, you know. So he gets in the game that day, and he playing all day. Usually the poker games that last all day. He playing all day long, and he just keep trying to get back and keep trying to get back, but he keep getting later and later in debt. So now he owe all this money come store day, and he ain't got this money, which he's supposed to have the money at the end of the game. But at the end of the game, he let the dudes know he ain't got the money, and he gonna give it to him, you know, when the store come, whatever. So, you know, they ain't really feeling that, but like I said, he got him shook, you know. And like I say, in penitentiary, most times, of a dude real big and muscular, he look mean, he look menacing, he done, you know, put them mitts on a couple of people and knocked a couple people out. Dudes is leery of him. They scared. You know what I'm saying? They scared. You know, for lack of a better word, that's what it is. It's just scared. So, you know, he was using that to his advantage, but he was a young dude. But at the same time, like I say, when I moved down there, I'm moving on the other side of the yard, so I don't really know a lot of cats over here. They already know him. He done already been on the block. He done been on that unit. He done beat some dudes up. That's what he was in the jail for, beating somebody up. So they already know about his pedigree, and they know he'll get busy if he had to get busy. So that, like I say, it'll play in the psyche of a dude, and he'll get a little nervous, you know what I'm saying, if they ain't really about that life, they don't want that drama. So, you know, he was doing what he was doing, man. He come back in the cell that night, he like, man, yeah, I lost this, man, I lost that, man, I ain't got it at all, man. I kept trying to get back. I couldn't get back for nothing, man. He said, man, the store in like a couple of days, man, I got to come up with this money. I don't know if they're going to let me play tomorrow, so I can just try to get back. If I get back, I'm going to quit. You know, so I ain't got to pay the money. I'm like, man, you know, I've been there, done that, man. I said, that's, you know, you tripping, man. You better get it together, because you're going to end up back in the jail, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody ain't going for it. He be like, man, I wish one of them dudes would, man. I'd crush one of them little dudes, man. I'm like, all right, I'm just telling you, when it comes to that paper, you know what I'm saying, somebody going to stand up, you know. Everybody's not going to sit down. So he was like, man, I ain't worried about it. I wish they would, you know what I'm saying? So I can remember the next day we going to breakfast, right? So we go to breakfast, and we in line for the breakfast. And when we in line, the dude that was running the game and a couple of dudes that play in the game was like directly in front of us. I'm directly behind him, he behind me, but these dudes in front of us. But by people not being aware of their surroundings. That's why I say in penitentiary, you always got to keep your head on the swivel. You always got to be aware of your surroundings. But a lot of dudes, they get comfortable and they ain't aware of that. So they not aware. So they sitting up there running their mouth, talking about, yeah, man, this little sucker, he keep getting in the game. He ain't got all this money. Everybody know he broke. You know, I ain't want to let him in the game, but, you know, I won't trying to, you know, hear all the foolishness or whatever, but no, he can't win. He can't even play. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he keep coming getting in the game like don't nobody know he broke. I'm just trying to get him broke where he can't pay, so now I can have a reason to say, man, you can't get in the game no more because, you know what I'm saying, you ain't pay your last bill or whatever. So they talking about the dude like a dog. The other dude's like, yeah, man, I know, man, he ain't no money. I ain't say nothing, though, because, you know, you the house, man, this, that, and the third. We right behind them. We can hear them clear as day, right? So Miami heard him, and Miami he whispered to me. He said, man, they talking about me. I said, yeah, Sean, I think so. He was like, oh, yeah, okay. You know, so they started running their mouth. They started talking about, man, he keep coming with all those stuff. Think somebody's scared of him because he all big and black, ugly, whatever. And as the line get to inching up, and we got to go up here and then turn the corner to go right here where the trays at. So when we turn the corner, then they look back because they can see on the angle there, and they see him. And I know, man, from the way dude's eyes got big, man, I was wondering, I know it. I kind of like feel like, man, did he hear me? Yes, he did. He heard you. You know what I'm saying? So he was like looking all around and everything. He was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, you know, man was like, yeah. And nod his head, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? So I know all the whole conversation there to shut down, you know, because they know they talking about dude, and dude is directly right behind him. Man, we get back to the block, man. Miami like, man, I'm gonna beat this brakes off this cat, man. He out there slandering my name, talking all that trash about me. I'm gonna crush him. So I said, man, I'm telling you, man, you gonna get late, man. Leave dude alone, man. He was just saying what he had to say, right? You know, that's what dudes do. They run around, they be talking about stuff, this, that, and the third. You know, they gonna do that whether you know it or not. You just happen to be right behind him. Hearing, no, he gotta get it. He got to get it. He was like, he in the cell. And, you know, when we come back from breakfast, we locked down. We waiting for the count. So he in the cell. He shot a box and he ready. He said, man, how you say I hit him? Just boom, boom. And then just throw the hook. Just throw it. Yeah. And I'm looking at him, right? I say, and I'm thinking about dude, right? I'm like, man, he gonna kill dude. Because dude, he ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? He just a tall, lanky dude. He got a little age on him. He probably like, you know, 40 or pushing 40. You know, Miami young, man. Miami like early 20s and big old scrapping bear. You know, so I'm like, look, bro, let that John go, man. He said, I'm gonna get him, bang. I'm tell you, man. He said, boom, boom, and just throw the hook whether I see him or not, just throw it. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this is crazy. So showing up when the doors open, old boy sleep right beside us. I told y'all something about this in one of my stores. He sleep right beside us. But he is a shower man. So they give him these big old long black rubber boots and big old long rubber gloves and a scrub brush to go in there clean these showers. You know, all these dudes in the showers doing all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to clean them showers 2-3 times a day. So he out there, he in the shower, he clean the shower. We come out, you know, dudes is taking their positions, you know, getting at the you know, going to the poker table, going to the card table, going playing chess and checkers and jumping on the phone and waiting for the showers, get in the shower, whatever. So he come out. So I come out, I stand in front of the cell. I'm just standing in front of my cell, you know, posted up, just looking, seeing what's going on. Because like I say, he my cellie, you know, irregardless, he my cellie. If he get late or get into some stuff or, you know, things don't work out in his favor, which I didn't have happening, you know, I got to hold the dude down. He my cellie. It's going to be a reflection on me. So I'm out there and I'm on post and I'm just looking. But I'm trying to talk him out of it, but he won't listen. Man, he come over there to me. He said, look, I'm going to get him. I said, all right, man. He said, I see he in the shower. And he said, yeah, I'm going to call him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call him out the shower. So I said, all right. So I'm looking. Right? He goes over there, man. Tell old boy come out the shower, man. Let him holler at him for a minute. This dude come out the shower, man, you know, big old boots on, big old gloves and everything, looking like bewildered, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So Miami get in front of him, so Miami say, hey man, what you was saying about me in the line in the kitchen, right? So I could see the look on his face of horror. He want to try to talk his way out of it, you know. So the first thing and I saw Miami switch and shift his position. You know, like I was showing him a few things in the cell, so he shift and got to the sideways, like, so he can launch that jump, bang! So I'm like, oh man, bro, you get ready to get the business. Yeah, you get ready to get the business, man, and you don't even know it. So he go to try to explain, and before he could get the words out of his mouth, Curl, you know what I'm saying, Miami just launched the jump, bang! Man, he hit him, and he tried to, boom, throw the hook. But by the time he threw the hook, he just, boom, he hit in the air because dude was already on his way down. And when he hit the ground, boom. And I don't know if y'all watch boxing, but if you ever watch boxing, go watch the Mike Tyson versus Trevor Berbick fight. And this is exactly what it looked like to me, man. When Trevor Berbick just fell down after Tyson dropped him, he got up, fell back down, got up, fell back down because his equilibrium was off. He couldn't stand up. He was, you know, the punch was so devastating. Every time he got up, he fell back down. You know, that's how Trevor Berbick was with Mike Tyson. This how old boy was with Miami when he hit him with that one hitter quitter, man. He got up, he fell down, he got back up, fell down again. He got back up, was stumbled all the way over to his cell, hit the wall, boom. Hit the wall, he hit the wall, turned around, he bleeding and everything, then he turned around and looked and just walk up in the cell and walk to the sink and cut the water on and start splashing water in his face. So Miami go to his door, like, what's up? What's up? You want some more? You want some more? You want to be talking about me? You want some more? Man, he's splashing water on his face. We sleep right beside each other, like, this is how much far our cell is. So I'm at the door too, so I'm looking right at him and said, so he's splashing the water on his face. Miami said, what's up? You want some more? Man, he splashed that water on his face. He looked up at Miami. He said, nah, you got it. You got that, man. You got it. I'm sorry. And splashed it. Miami said, all right, keep my name out your mouth. And walked on the way. So I'm looking at dude, man. He bust up. He up in that joint. He like, he look up and see me, man. I ain't know what to say. I just felt so bad for him, man. So embarrassed for him because he really wasn't a bad dude. But that's what happened when you get to running your mouth in the penitentiary, man. Mouth ain't gonna get it, you know. And then Miami go to the rest of the dudes like, what's up, man? Y'all running y'all mouth about me? I owe y'all something or something. Y'all talking about, bro, what's up, man? Them cats was scared to death. You know what I'm saying? No, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? That was him. He was talking. I was just listening, whatever. Man, I'm like, oh, man, this crazy as I don't know what. But yeah, Miami, he bucked on that money. He started carrying them dudes there because they scared of him. They were scared of him at first. Now they even more scared of him. He started carrying them. He running games now. He running the poker games. Ain't got a dime. You know what I'm saying? He winning money, you know, off a tick because he ain't got nothing. And then he just started winning. He started winning. Them dudes were scared. Then when he did lose, he wasn't even trying to pay him. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Miami, man, big back Miami. If you out there somewhere, you see this, man, I hope you doing well, man, and I hope you ain't with that skullduggery, that tomfoolery, you know, that flammery out, man, because that stuff don't last long. But he was getting away with it. Yeah. When he put that hammer on, old boy, that was it. He shook the rest of them up in the block. You know, only thing saved me, he ended up getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting locked up a couple of weeks or something later for something else. I'm trying to remember. I know he ended up getting locked up. They was happy, man. It's like they wanted to throw a party. They was so glad this big black bear was going up out there because he had pure pressure on him, man. Pure pressure, man. But yeah, I thought about that, man. Texting back and forth with my little brother Josiah, man. I thought about them old Miami cats, man. The Miami cats was something else. And a lot of some of them had all them goals in their mouth. I don't know what it is about Miami and all them goals in your mouth. And it seemed like all the Miami dudes that I met that was from Miami, they was like super dark skinned, man. I don't know, it's because of the sun out there baking them dudes or what, man. But they was like super dark skinned, right? Now the other Miami I remember that comes to my mind at the time was I was in segregation on on Greensville, right? And they had this Miami back there. I had been on the yard with him too. Dark-skinned cat too. Dark-skinned cat, a little stocky, but different cat. And you know, in the morning time in Seg, they used to have to come around like twice, sometimes like twice a week, and they bring chemicals, a broom, a dustpan, a mop, so you could clean your cell, because you know you in the cell, you know, basically 24 hours, 23 hours a day, and you know you ain't coming out or nothing, so they got to bring stuff to clean your cell. So they used to bring the stuff around. They go around on one tier, they open all the slots, and they got a couple of brooms, a couple of mops and dustpans, and they going from cell to cell. Do you want to clean your cell? Do you want to clean your cell? Woo, woo, woo. And they open the slots and let you do it. Well, we had this one female, she used to come through, and to be honest with you, she was cool, but she had a slick mouth. She was cool when she was cool with you. If she wasn't cool with you, she was very, very disrespectful and very, very foul out her mouth. So, you know, it's a female, so being that she a female, dude's gonna always, you know, say something out the way, or try to flash her, you know, do something, because dudes is pressed. They pressed. They ain't got no female companionship. So she wasn't that, I would say that, to be honest with you, she wasn't that attractive, but her personality made up for that to me, because she was always cool and kind, you know what I'm saying, to me. But I have seen her be vicious with a lot of people. You know, you just had to have the right personality to click with her. She gonna treat you good as gold. But if you didn't, she used that position, and she used her mouth to belittle you and to talk that trash to you. This is what she did with Miami, because Miami and her had got on her bad side for whatever reason. So sometimes she would come around and she'd be doing it, and Miami done cussed her out so much because she done cussed at Miami and talked about his mama, you know, talked about his kids, this, that, and the third. So sometimes if she working and she coming around and she open the side, she won't open Miami's slot. You know what I'm saying? She won't give him opportunity to even clean his cell. And she be cussing at him and he be cussing her out. She said, that's why I ain't opening your slot. That's why you ain't gonna be able to clean your cell. You nasty anyway, you little nasty ass. Stay your little dirty black butt up in there. You ain't cleaning up nothing while I'm on. So, you know, he started writing her up and saying, you know, she was, you know, discriminating against him, this, that, and the third. So, you know, I guess her supervisor got on her and told her she got to open this slot as well. You can't be doing that. No matter what he's saying to you, if he's saying something foul to you, you go ahead and write him a charge, but you can't just leave his slot closed and open everybody else's slot. You know, the boy keep writing up paperwork. We're going to have to answer this paperwork, blah, blah, blah. So, Miami, he hate her, man, because she done came at him so raw and so hard. So he, you know, he said he gonna fix her, right? So he said, man, he on the gate, you know, at nighttime, shift and change, a whole nother shift. You know, dudes is talking, you heard dudes hollering back and forth, so he hollering at one of his little stick, man. He like, I'm gonna fix her. I'm gonna fix it. She think it's a game. She won't keep on playing with me, man. She gotta open my slot. Watch next time she come on. I got something for her. Believe that. I got something for her. So dudes like, man, Miami, you better leave her alone, man. You gonna get late, man. You gonna get a charge, man. You gonna get, you know, street charge. This, that, and the third, man. I'm like, I don't care. I got to have her. You know what I'm saying? I got to have her. She done talked about my mama. She done talked about my kids. I got to have her. So Miami saying he gonna get her. So Miami said he gonna, you know, hook up with that with that old convict mace, man. That old convict cartel, that convict mace. You know how they got their mace and they blind. Well, you know, convicts got their own mace too, man. And I don't know how else to tell y'all, but just the way to tell y'all. But man, listen, dudes would take and get that milk, right? To all y'all that don't want to be grossed out, you might want to close your ear or put it on silent or something, cause this is real tough. Dudes would get milk, man, and they would save that milk, a couple of little, you know, little cotton milks. They would take that milk and they would pour it out, and they would let that milk get sour. They would put it in a jar. And they would let it get super sour and so stinky. And they would also urinate in the milk. So you got the milk and you got urination. And then they would defecate and put that in the milk as well. So you got defecation, urination, and sour milk. And they would take that and they would let that set for about 2-3 weeks, right? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. It's one of the worst things you ever want to smell in your life. This stuff would get so pungent and stinking, man. If you smell it, it's like you cannot get it out your nose. You cannot get rid of that scent, man, for hours on end. It's just like it just burns the hair out of your nose. It just stinks so bad. And some dudes used to get, so mad at COs running their mouth or whatever, especially if they work the booth or whatever. Man, they'll make that cocktail, man, and they'll hold that junk for a couple of weeks, and they'll get somebody on the other side to call the CO while she in the booth, because the booth got a slot on both sides. You got this side and you got the other side. Like, this might be 100, this might be 200, this might be 300, this might be 400, but you only have one person in the booth. She can see both sides. We can't even walk on that side. It's gates and bars in the salad port. But she got to be, or he, whoever in the booth, got to be on both sides. They work both sides. So dude to get somebody on the other side to call her where she at the slot where she's not paying attention. And if she one of them nasty COs or he one of them nasty COs, dudes will take that little cocktail they done had for a couple of weeks, and then when she goes over there to talk to him, he'll throw it in the booth on the floor. Man, them people will lose their mind, man. That thing be stinking so bad that they want to know who did it. They be trying to find out who did it. They want to leave the booth. They can't breathe. They get the mop in there. They get the ammonia, all this. They get the mopping it up. It cannot get that smell up out there, because once they splatter that smell in there, it's going to be in there all day, probably 2 or 3 days, no matter how much they clean up or whatever. That's just how funky and crazy the smell is. It's just vicious. So with that being said, that's the convict cocktail, man. That convict mace. If they go in your face, it's gonna blind you and it's gonna have you funky for days, man. So Miami obviously have got one of them, right? And he plotting on old girl because, she keep on doing what she doing. Man, they come around there the next day and they try to open these slots, and they open the slots. So she get to the slot and she said, I'm gonna open your slot. Don't get to running your mouth. I don't care what they say, because I close your slot. Blah, blah, blah. So Miami don't say nothing. So open the slot, she go on there in line, she open the rest of the slots, she come back, they passing out the brooms and the mops or whatever. So they coming down the line, Everybody's on the gate looking like this because they already know what's about to happen because what he said. Now he done said it, so he got to represent it. So as he coming down the line and she next door to Miami's cell, she at this cell, waiting to get to this cell. And man, you see Miami stick his arm out that slot, right? And he got a little cup with him in his hand, and he's sitting on the tray slot. And she next door. You see the other hand come out and he take the top off. And he called her name. And when she looked, he bam! Man, he splashed her in the face with that joint. And she was speaking at the time. She was like, what? And man, that stuff went in her mouth. That stuff went on her face. That stuff went all on her shirt. And she just bagged up. She was like, oh, you MF. Damn. Oh, and she started taking her shirt off because the stuff was gross. This woman took her shirt off. She in there with a bra on where everybody wasn't that good, so it won't like you had nothing hell of a to look at, right? So she takes her shirt off and she balled it up and try to wipe this stuff out her face, out her mouth. She done backed up away from his cell. She just cussing and hollering. She done pulled her radio out. She done called the people and told them. She said, oh, they gonna beat your ass, boy. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna see. They gonna beat you, boy. Yeah, you gonna get it. And he like, F you, this, that, and the third. He calling all types of names. And yeah, that's what you get. I told you, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I ain't the one to play with. So she like, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They gonna get you. You gonna pay for that. You black MF. You gonna pay for that. And man, they come bum rushing in there. Boy, you do something to them females, I told you. They don't care what the female look like. They be trying to impress her. They be trying to do this, that, and the third. Man, they come bum rushing in there. They go to his cell, man. They got about 8 deep. Now they got 15 deep. Now they got 20. And they like, man, what you do that for? Blah, blah, blah. A couple of sergeants over there. Lieutenant come over. Back up, yeah. Yeah, come to the door. Get cuffed up. He like, boom, I ain't doing that, blah, blah, blah. He running his mouth. They going back and forth, back and forth. And y'all heard this name before, man. I told you about the dude McGinnis. This was on McGinnis' watch. Now McGinnis is like I told you, he's at the time I think he might have been a captain. And you know, this Bama right here, he go hard. He go hard. They ain't even gonna fake it with it. He go hard. He ain't scared. So he come up there. When he come in the building, he come up there. All I'm at the cell arguing with him, trying to get him to cuff up. But they want you to cuff up. But even if you cuff up, when you get the cuffs on, they gonna whoop you. So you might as well just go ahead and fight and try to get you a couple of licks in, get you whatever you could get in, because they gonna whoop you. Soon as they gonna whoop you, man, because of what you did, that's a given. So it ain't no need to cuff up. If you turn around and cuff up, you just cuffing up just to get whooped. So he act like he bucking, he ain't gonna do it. So they scared to really run in there because they don't know if he got something, this, that, or third. Then they got the people over there with the ninja suits on, the ninja turtle suits on, they ready to run up in there. By the time McGinnis get up in there, he ain't waste no time and hesitate or nothing. He knew what happened, they done already told him what happened. He come up there, get out of the way, get out of the way, everybody get out of the way. He get out of the way, he push them all out of the way. He get to the door, he raised his hand up, he hit the top of the door, he said, open the door. Open the door. He hollered at the lady in the booth. She ain't paying attention. She ain't getting the, correct communication. He turned around and get on the radio. He said, open the goddamn door. Open it. She opened the door. He just bum rushing there. All you heard is boom, 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 boom. Him and Miami in there rumbling. But all of the rest of them running there too. And I guess they jump on him. They bum rush him. They get him down to the ground. Man, they beating the brakes off him. All you heard him in there is hollering and screaming. And you heard him again and say, no, don't cry now. Don't holler now. No. Boom, bang, bang, boom, boom. No, we ain't got, no. You want to throw something? Yeah. Man, they in there beating that man for about, anywhere from 6 to 8, 9, 10 minutes, man. And when they come bringing him out, they is literally treating him like a animal, man, like a hog, man. Like you see the hogs, it's hog tied on the stick and they dragging you down. They got him shackled up, handcuffed behind his back. You got dudes holding the back of the hand, the leg irons. You got dudes holding by his handcuffs and they dragging him down the chair on his face. Body scraping the floor, face scraping the floor. They drag him all the way out so everybody can see it. Take him in the back, and it ain't no doubt in my mind when he got back there, he got some more beatings as well, man. Because that's what's going to happen to you when you put your hands on one of them officers or you feed them one of them convict cocktails. Yeah, they dragged old Miami up out there, man. They beat him down, man. They beat him down vicious. I ain't never seen him no more. I'm sure he had to take a hospital run and some more stuff. But that's par for the course, man. That's what's gonna happen to you when you take that route. When you get so fed up and you get to the point where you explode. If you take it out on the officer, man, it's gonna be a high price to pay. And dudes know that. That's why it be a lot of convict on convict, inmate on inmate violence, because dudes be mad and irritated and frustrated for what an officer done did to them. They so scared of the penalty that they got to pay that they ended up taking out on the next dude beside them that do something wrong, or say something wrong when we already know the same dog bit you, bit me. So why you get mad at me? Take it out on, take what you got to take. Get what you got to get, but take it out on the right person. But it very rarely happens like that, man. But they put it on Miami, man, and she ran her mouth from there on. Yeah, you know what's gonna happen if you do something to me. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to any one of y'all. Any one of y'all get that idea again, you gonna throw something on me. But man, dudes is a joke and everything. Say, excuse me, don't say nothing to me. You still got that smell on you. I can still smell you. You can't smell me. That was 2 weeks ago. That was a month ago. Yeah, it's still on you, baby. It's still on you. Man, it was crazy. But the Miami boys, I'm telling you now that I think about it some more Miami cats I knew. The Miami cats was something else, man. They'd go at you. They would go at you. They'd go at them police, all depending on the circumstances, man. So shout out to them cats from Miami. And the dude that my first cell in Miami beat up, like I said, I don't think I ran into Miami again either, but I ran into the dude that he beat up. That's crazy. This is like in 98, 99. I didn't run into the dude no more again until 2020 when I was in the re-entry, getting ready to go into the re-entry. I was in the intake pod, getting ready to go into the re-entry to go home after I made parole. He was in the block with me, man. And I I ain't know how he was gonna feel. I ain't know how if he had something against me, because he know that was my celly or whatever. But it was all good, man. You know, he ain't had no animosity or nothing like that. And I ain't even bring it up. You know, and you know, he definitely ain't bring it up. But yeah, man, that's my Miami boys right there, man. So shout out to MIA out there, man. They was doing their thing. Yeah, so y'all let me know in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Josiah, Esquire Graham, salute my brother. You know, you got some wild ones up there, you know. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know if y'all want to know some more about the Miami Boys or any other type of cats that I was around, because they was from everywhere when I was in there. New York, North Carolina, you know, you name it, they probably was in the Virginia system. Because if you come across that bridge and come over here, they got something for you, brother. They got something for you. I suggest you stay wherever you at. I suggest you not be involved in any type of criminal activity at all. But if by chance you are, you do not want to come to Virginia, because they is not playing with you. They will put them hooks in you, and they will hold you, man, just like a fish on the hook, and they might not throw you back, you know. So keep that in mind. And, you know, but like I say, in every lesson, there's a blessing, man. So y'all keep that in mind, and y'all stay safe out there. Be smart, be safe, make good decisions, and y'all duck them hooks, man. And the blessing is you out here to duck them. You out here to duck them. They're going to be harder to duck in there, man. So y'all duck them. Boom, 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 boom. Duck them hooks, man. Peace.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.